Drum roll. Welcome back
to our show.
We told you there would be another episode, and alas,
we followed through.
What a week.
We paused it so many times just to say, oh my goodness, what's happening?
Yes, we did. And we have a lot to say, of course, about Chad, but we're gonna save all that juicy drama till the end. Now, mind you, there's good stuff as well that we're gonna be talking about, but hang in there with us during this episode because we've got some fun ground to cover. We kept notes because
there's so much to say.
Why do the guys look better in casual clothes?
I don't know, like, okay, personally, I know everyone's supposed to like a guy in a suit or like in a tux, but it's not really my thing, and I'm realizing that more and more because, like, you walk in for this episode, well, I didn't walk into the mansion. I mean, I wish it was me. But JoJo, actually Chris Harrison walks in and there's a ton of guys sitting on the seats and they're just like in flannel shirts and like beanies and like V-neck t-shirt, basically wearing this outfit.
They looked so much better.
So much better.
It was like a serious upgrade.
Like, it's not the hideous hair gel and like face makeup and just spray tans. And
I think in their suits they just looked like little penguins walking around with their heads stuffed through. It was not a good look for any of them.
Only Santa last week looked good, let's be real.
We have to mention the fact that we didn't notice this the first episode, but Brandon's career is hipster. How is that?
Well, and like the other guy, his career is Bachelor superfan. It makes you want to know what he really does. Like, if he doesn't have a job, like, is he a drug dealer or like?
Either way, he got cut.
Spoilers.
Wells. Wells. And let's actually put Wells here.
So last week we told you we loved Wells. Some of you in the comments kind of thought he was more pretentious.
Some people thought he was pretentious. Some people didn't really see the appeal. They thought he was trying too hard.
Yeah, trying too hard, I guess. And where I see it as super genuine and just fun. But I think this week you saw more of his personality come out.
Definitely.
He did not give up in that challenge. He was a good sport, I guess.
He was. And just because the challenge wasn't geared towards him, he worked really hard to not let it deter his experience, which I'm grateful that ended up working in his favor.
Yeah,
and
really did.
He and JoJo had a lot of chemistry, which I thought they would, and of course it led to him getting the rose. Yay, which we're very happy about. Grant won, which we were very happy with.
Want the firefighter challenge? Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's actually a firefighter, and it's a firefighting challenge. I did not want Luke to win. His whole, I have to win at this point. I've been in war.
Right.
Veteran.
He just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
He looks like he should be on a crime show as a criminal.
He does.
Like NCIS, and we're just tracking him.
Yeah.
And not just one episode, but like one of those continuation series, because he's so bad.
You know, he's like intense in the bad way, like the way he talks and like...
No, but he doesn't move his eyes. That's what's creepy. It's just like...
Luke, we're sure you're just...
We don't know you, Luke, and so we are judging you by your inward and outward and external and physical appearance.
We aren't a big fan of you, Luke. We haven't been in the beginning, and you have not changed our minds yet. However, Jordan,
yes, he got the first impression rose last time.
And you guys remember, we had the question mark with Jordan. We weren't sure.
I feel like the question mark is turning straighter, more into an exclamation point. I mean, he didn't say anything touching and amazing, but he seemed like a fine guy.
Yeah, he seemed more genuine, and that made me feel better because that's my biggest concern.
He wasn't wearing a suit.
Ugh, it's the suit. Now, Derek. How many were you guys as impressed and surprised by Derek as we were? Because, oh my goodness.
I mean, there's always some guys that float to the surface and blossom that are quiet. But he was so amazing on the date, and he was gentle, but yet he still, made some good decisions and took charge. and he seemed to really respect her, but he wasn't like a little puppy dog following her around.
The longer she keeps him on board, he's only gonna get better over time.
Like, I would love to see him on a hometown.
You know, when they were both opening up,
it was
he was
natural.
really
it was
honest.
a natural back and forth, like, and I love how open she's being about her past. I feel like most bachelorettes or bachelor, if they've been on a previous season, they never mention the other person's name or talk about them at all.
That's a really good point.
Even in this episode, she said, even in the rose ceremony, she said, I want to find the type of love that Ben and Lauren have.
Cats.
So she keeps bringing up Ben's name. It's kind of a side point, but props to JoJo for not
Big props
trying to
to
ignore
JoJo.
that we didn't see her on national television.
Get her
like
heart broken.
3 months ago.
Right. Okay, now let's talk about James T.
I love him so much.
We loved him in the beginning, and honestly, could he get any better? Like, what?
No,
An
like,
incredible person.
I just wanted to take him and like smush his curls down and then just put him in my pocket.
I wrote down this direct quote that he said because I thought it was so sweet. A smile is the only thing you can see on the outside that comes from the inside. How adorable is that?
Well, the thing is, he said that in response to what she said about an inside. Like, it wasn't like he planned this or he
right, she was like, you're always smiling and you make me smile.
Yeah.
He kept talking about how she was out of his league. JoJo's out of like everyone's league. But, you know, he's a great guy and he's just incredibly humble.
He's humble, but he's confident.
Yes. That letter.
It's slayed.
Okay, so first, the letter slayed, but secondly, that kiss. I can't think of a bachelorette kiss that I've liked better than that. And I'm like,
Ever.
Christina will tell you, I'm very critical about the kisses.
She'll pause and tell me how bad someone is at kissing. Like, did you see that? And the way he opened his mouth, and then
it says a lot about a person. Look, you can really base off that physical connection based off a kiss. And the way he looked, it's like she was talking.
And he just couldn't take it.
He couldn't take it. He looked at her and like the look in his eyes, it was awesome. It was so good.
If Wells is the next Bachelor, he should be the next Bachelor.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yes. I'm sure, how could you not fall in love with him after that kiss?
I don't know.
Like, come on.
I mean,
JoJo wiping away tears, like, get out of here. Like, that's just amazing.
Stop, I'm dead.
We are also Alex fans now because what a stand-up guy for being the one in the house to at least say something, to just like say something to Chad.
It's like a sunny personality, but with a backbone to boot, so.
Let's segue into Chad. Can we at least acknowledge the fact? All the guys thought that he was just lifting his suitcase, but he wasn't. He put protein powder, heaven knows
Jars
what
of
his
it.
obsession with protein powder is.
Protein in general.
In general. But he puts it in a suitcase and lifts that. And the amount of pleasure on his face that he got from just like, I can't.
I know.
It didn't take long for Chad and Daniel to find each other. Okay? They were both on the boo list last week, and I just think it's hilarious that like they find each other in the house. We recorded this clip for you guys.
And roll the clip.
I come off, people think I'm but in the end, I'm actually nice.
Yeah, no,
it's the nice guys who are actually the
You
always gotta watch out for those
Gotta watch
guys.
out for them.
If you were making a protein shake made of the group of dudes here,
Yeah.
and then, you know, blended it up,
What kind of shape
half
would
of
you get?
that dude protein shake would be, like,
All the same.
have zero chance.
First of all, that doesn't make any sense. My favorite part was that Daniel was like, yeah, what do they...
Totally.
Yeah, dude, what do they represent? The protein represents what in the shake? Like, what's the
And then
shake?
what happens when you say, like, it was just this whole metaphor, and then you take little people and grind them up, and then...
It represents, it equates to zero.
And I don't even
Hashtag
know.
science. I can already tell you that clip is going to be one that's like replayed during like after the final rose and like boys tell all.
I don't even know.
I have taken the liberty of writing down my favorite Chad quotes, and I would like to note that most of these are him talking about and last week we talked about this. Last week we talked about the fact that Chad for some reason was obsessed with being a man and like manly stuff. So let us begin.
Story time with Jenna.
I can be better than them at everything. I always warn girls to stay away from nice guys. I think JoJo wants a man. I don't think they understood this was a real girl. You want me to tell you all the things I love about you? You're starting off a little naggy here. If I'm getting nagged, I'ma say something. She wants a man. She doesn't want some boys who are gonna play dress up. Honestly, I feel like none of these guys have ever dated a beautiful girl before. JoJo doesn't want an actor. She doesn't want a performer. She wants a man. I have never met a group of guys more sensitive. She doesn't want a guy that's gonna kiss her butt the whole time. She wants someone real. Most of these guys seem like little kids. They don't have what any woman would need. She needs a man. Most of the guys are a little immature. They are boys and not quite men yet. They came up to talk to me and it was like the babiest ever. Those are just a few of the ridiculous things that Chad has said.
He's projecting a few things.
Right.
Poor guy. Just the poor guy, really. Like, he's not a great guy, but I do feel sorry for him because he's so
insecure.
lost and so insecure and lacks confidence, and he's just putting on the other guys, and it's just really sad to watch.
His whole ordeal was, I'm honest, I'm an honest person, I'm honest, okay? And for me, it's like, well, that's great, but you're also doing nothing to get to know JoJo. He's not asking her questions, he's not showing her he cares, it's nothing but a competition to him.
Yeah.
So I get that you want to go down the whole route of, well, I don't know JoJo that
So
well.
how can I say nice things about her?
Right.
Since obviously I haven't tried to
But he's
find
not,
out anything good about her.
he's not trying to get to know her.
Yeah.
He talks about how he can't yet know what he loves about her because he doesn't know her. Yet he spent most of the episode talking about the kind of man that JoJo wants.
Right, because obviously she let him know.
The other thing is he kept saying stuff like, I don't believe that this can work, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about her. I mean,
Why come?
why are you on The Bachelor?
Like, you didn't wander through the front door and go, oh, Chris Harrison, I just, all right, I'll stay.
Also, I'd like to point out that he talks about being honest, yet he told the guys, when he went out to talk to JoJo, he was like, oh yeah, I was just getting air. He also said that all he said to her was like, oh yeah, we just said, what's up? Okay, so we know things have changed a little bit. The camera died, but we're almost done with this video. We're back. The guys kind of pointed out his tie and how he was matching, and his response was, yeah, you know, I asked her about that, which
It's not
even close. No, JoJo completely brought it up to you. So it's stuff like that where he claims to be honest, but it's very evident that he's just rude and still lies about stuff.
a horrible person.
And a horrible person. Really though, he's a bad guy. What I'm hoping is that this isn't like what I'm calling a Trump situation where we're like, yeah, he's horrible and JoJo will see it eventually, but it will be too late and she'll be, yeah, she'll get used to it. Obviously, all the guys that cause drama, they usually stay on The Bachelor for a couple weeks.
Which is very entertaining, honestly.
Right, we're not mad about that.
I'm not mad about it. I mean,
No.
we knew he'd stay. Obviously, where the producer are going to kick him off
Right.
after a week like that.
Real quick before we go, we want to say thank you to the fan of the week, Tanya Burgos. Hopefully I said that right. If you want to be the fan of the week, just comment down below. Also, we got a lot of questions asking if we would do
Other shows.
Right.
Which, yes, this is not a Bachelor channel. We've got other things planned. Comment what shows you think would be good, you know.
Or movies.
Or movies, yeah, we'll do some movies too. But if there's some TV shows that you think could use some insight.
Our
We
wives.
always have opinions.
Yes.
If that's what you're wondering.
Yes.
So,
And even if it's like a new flick that's out that you're, really want to know about,
I mean,
or
if we
that
have
you
to go,
saw,
if we have to go to the movies,
we
we'll
can do
go.
that. We guess we can do
We're
that.
the team.
So let us know, and if you like someone's recommendation, give it a thumbs up so that we know. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you. We are so excited about this channel.
And this season of Bachelorette and this Bachelorette and just, life.
Life in general, and we're glad that you have joined us for this new and exciting project. Have a good night,
Love you.
day, love you, you're awesome. Bye.